The other day I was riding my bike in Aventura, and I rode by a sign adjacent to Turnberry Golf Course, and it said, "Watch for errant golf balls." How exactly do you do that? You're sitting there talking to a friend, looking over your head just in case a ball falls on your head? So we're entering into Pesach in a couple hours. Pesach is the holiday of redemption. When we were slaves, God took us out of Egypt. He gave us the Torah and freedom by commanding us with 613 mitzvot. Quite difficult at times to keep. What appears to be a set of rules. To the outside eye, it doesn't look like freedom at all. In fact, it looks like quite the opposite. So the question is, what does freedom really mean? What does that mean to be free? To do whatever you want? To act however you feel? To some that may seem at least like freedom. Except there's a big problem. That every single thing in the world is connected. Every thought in your mind, every word out of your mouth, and every action that you take leads you to another one. It's called forward progression, and it occurs whether we realize it or not. The problem is that often forward progression has us going in the wrong direction. Most people who steal and get away with it will do it again, and they'll continue to do so until they get caught. The same goes for any other kind of behavior. We wind up getting locked into invisible prisons in our minds. The funny part about it is there's so many people who live their lives and think that they're free to do whatever they want, to spend as much time they want on social media or shopping or watching TV, but yet faced with the prospect of having one of these things taken away, it would result in a complete breakdown of epic proportions. Have you ever tried to take away a teenager's phone? If our urges to pursue these distractions of life, whether they're in a cell phone, a pill, a bottle, a TV screen, or at the mall, if these urges are so powerful that we cannot control them, that we cannot tune out from them and take a break from them, then we aren't free at all. In fact, we've become enslaved. Pesach is the time when God says, do you know what? I understand. I really do. Because God put us in this exile with all these distractions, all these temptations, and all these desires, knowing there's a good chance that we wouldn't be able to resist them. And that's why he put on an expiration date. Because he knows that no matter how fun, cool, or exciting these things are, we'll get bored of them. And they will continue to leave us unfulfilled. Do you know why? Because these things are not who we are. And they're not why we're here. Pesach is the time to reconnect to who we really are and what our divine purpose is. For only when a Jew touches our godly essence and connects to who we really are can we achieve true peace, joy, and happiness. On Pesach, God takes us out of our slavery, real or perceived. There's no more opportune time to taste true freedom. Freedom from our egos, freedom from our fear, from our worries, from our stress, from our guilt, from anxiety, whatever they may be. And then after the Seder, it's up to us to continue on the right path in reconnecting to God and to our own essence. The Rambam teaches us that a Jew is permitted to live everywhere in the world except for one place, and that's Egypt. Because Egypt is not only a geographic location. Egypt exists here, in our mind, in our self-conscious thoughts that keep us from being who we really are. The negative tape of guilt, of worry, of fear that continues to play in our minds and keep us enslaved. It is the place of boundaries and limitations for us to rise above and to never go back. So as hard as it may be, my advice is don't follow that sign that I saw the other day on the golf course. And don't watch for errant golf balls. Despite whatever you've done, despite whatever difficulties you've been through, however many times you've fallen or failed or fell on your head or God has dropped you on your head, stop worrying. Stop thinking about those things. Don't ever go back. Leave. Move ahead. Forward progression. And this time in the right direction. Tamaru ki toiv havaye. Farzuk Federzon, der Zeverser is good. Taste and you will see that God is good. Have a kosher and happy Pesach.